Hello, it's Laurie again. I'm back to do day 3 of Ethony's 31 days of tarot. So I'm going to do day 3, which is the top 5 oracle decks of 2016, only I don't have 5 oracle decks to talk about because I really didn't use that many oracle decks in 2016. So that's going to change in 2017 because I have plans. But anyway, so let me talk about it. Yeah, I just have 3 to actually talk about. The first one is the Amazing Messenger Oracle, which is just the best oracle deck in the world. Is that even is that possible? I don't know. You all know who this is probably because she's done is it the Dreams of Gaia tarot? I don't have the tarot deck. I don't know if I want the tarot deck. I have not made up my mind yet. But what happened was my son, I talk about my kids a lot, I know, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind. So my son bought this oracle deck. This is literally his oracle deck. So he bought it after reading because he wanted an oracle deck and he read a lot on Amazon, and this one has the descriptions right on the front, which he liked because he wanted kind of a no-brainer oracle deck. And so for some reason, why did I start using it? Oh my gosh, I know why. So I bought some fanning powder. Do you know what fanning powder is? It's this powder that comes in a little, it looks like almost a pill container like you'd get from the pharmacy, you know, if you had a prescription. And it's this white powdery stuff. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of powder. If you are sensitive to powdery things like talcum powder and powdery things that fly up your nose, then don't try this. But if you have sticky cards, you get the fanning powder. I bought it from Amazon, and they say sprinkle it, but that's not what I do. I make a little sachet out of a piece of tissue, like Kleenex. You know, and if it's double layered, I peel it apart and I put a little pile of fanning powder in, and then I gather everything up and I make like a little poof, 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 and I just kind of poof, 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 poof on the cards, and then I wipe them off with a tea towel, and it makes everything feel funny. But oh my gosh, does it work? Holy cow. These cards were so sticky. If you have sticky cards, get fanning powder. Anyway, so I wanted to try it out for my Tarot of the She, which I haven't used yet. But I didn't want to try it out on my Tarot of the She cards. So I asked my son if I could try it out on his oracle cards, and he said he didn't care. He said yes. So I did. And then as I'm doing fanning powder treatment on all these cards, I am just like completely falling in love with these cards. And so I love them, and so they kind of came to live on my card shelf in my room, and I was using them to read for myself and using them to read for other people, and I just fell in love with them so much. And so I bought a second deck, and I gave that deck to my son, and I kept the original one. Is that wrong? Is that horrible? He said he didn't mind. So I kept this one. I just couldn't get rid of it. I love it too much. So Messenger Oracle is beyond fantastic. Okay. So the next thing that I have is actually kind of a little mini oracle deck that I made myself. And I made this for chakra work. Okay, you can see that they're the chakras. And that goes up there actually. And I just printed these onto cardstock, cut them out, and then laid them on a laminating sheet and ran them through the laminator. My daughter does bookmarks, which laminated bookmarks. She has an Etsy shop. Maybe I'll link to it below. A fandom doodler. She does all kinds of like really crazy fandoms. So if you like comic books and Sherlock and Doctor Who and I don't know. She's done some, I don't know where they are right now. She's done some specialty bookmarks for me that are one of a kind as gifts and things like that. But she's tons and tons of bookmarks all over the world to all these fandom people. So anyway, this is kind of the procedure that she uses to laminate her bookmarks, and so she laminated these for me. So what I do is I use these and I lay them down when I'm going to do a chakra reading, say for myself. So I would typically lay them vertically this way, you know, the root and then the sacral and then the solar plexus and the heart and the throat and etc. all the way up there, okay? So then what I would do and then I would take I could take an oracle deck, or I might take a tarot deck and shuffle it, and then just kind of think about, okay, what is the current state of my root chakra at the moment, or what do I need to know to improve my root chakra? That's a good one. I'm always working on the lower chakras most of the time. So, oh, Ten of Pentacles. Huh. So it's grounding and digging into kind of deep, maybe even ancestor work, that sort of thing, I think would probably be helpful for my root chakra. So that's how I do those. And I just made these myself. And I bet you don't even need to laminate them if you just wanted to make some yourself just to do kind of chakra readings. It's really fun. Or if you have the last oracle I'm going to talk about, which is the Seeds of Shakti. I pre-ordered the second edition on Halloween, so I got a really gorgeous kit, like with this bag, and I got a little crystal that came in it, an amethyst cluster, and a postcard, which I actually have framed, and it's in my Reiki room now. And then I got, what else did I get? A thing for the fridge, a magnet for the fridge, and this pretty little bag made from sari silk, which is gorgeous. So here are the Seeds of Shakti. Oops, my hands are slippy now because I was touching the messenger oracle with that fanning powder. And everyone, I'm sure, has already seen this. I use this a lot. I don't use this really with readings for other people. I primarily use this for readings on my own. I might do like a tiny tableau, you know, just maybe 9, 3 across or whatever, to do readings on. Find myself in here. All of the symbolism is very Hindu, very Indian, and which is just my thing. I love that. My Reiki master is very steeped in Hinduism, and we did a lot of work with her particular guru when I was doing my multi-year apprenticeship, which is the way it's done in the particular kind of Reiki that I do. It took many, many years, and I worked with her guru, who's quite famous. So I, while not a Hindu particularly, I do really like and resonate with a lot of the imagery and things like that. So what's cool about this deck is, in addition to all of that imagery, there's things that you can pull out. For instance, I keep the moon cards all separate. So there's a full moon, okay? And let me move everybody out of the way. So there's a full moon, and there's a new moon, and then there is the waxing, and then there's the waning. And so one of the things you can do, that I like to do with these 4 cards, is pull them out to do a moon reading for the cycles of the moon. So then I can, I can lay them down in order to kind of pull a card to see sort of what energy is happening for me during the week of the new moon, or like today is that gigantic full moon. So, it might be, okay, which card, which energy is kind of either around me this week, or is going to be something that I want to work on, or is going to be especially noticeable or important for me in the time from this full moon to the next full moon. Ooh, eclipse. Acknowledge the illusions. Know your truth. So I might be doing a lot of work on sort of acknowledging the shadow, the illusions, holding to my truth, that kind of thing between now and the next month. That sounds really good. So I like to keep these moon cards separate because they're really great. For timing readings even, to be able to pull one of these to get kind of a rough guesstimate on timing. The other bits of the deck that I have separate, I like to separate out bits of my deck sometimes on different decks, are the chakras. And there are the 7 chakras, and then there are 2 extras. So just like I did with my little mini cards, if you have these, you can pull these out to do readings the same way, which is what I do. So I will put down, you know, the starting. I like to start with the root. I'm sure it doesn't really matter where you start laying them out, root chakra and the sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The abdominal chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart, all the way up. And then once again, I can draw cards. I could certainly draw these oracle cards to see. Well, we've got the same one already. We already know I'm working on. Oh, well, that would be kind of grounding work, wouldn't it? To go with my root chakra. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to do a reading for myself right now. But anyway, that's how I use those. And then there's 2 more chakra cards, kind of. These are not personal chakras, but these are chakras that are in, they're in the energy field. So this is the Earth Star chakra, which is the chakra that's underneath our feet that connects us to the earth. So this is a very good one for grounding. We could also find out, you know, what do I need to do for grounding? I keep pulling the same cards. You know, what do I need to do for extra grounding? Step back, recognize change, reinvent to adapt. Ooh, I love to swim. Maybe swimming would be very good for grounding. I apologize, there's the fire alarm is going off somewhere. There's a fire somewhere, I suppose. And then the Soul Star card, which is the one that integrates wisdom from your higher self. So it's the one that kind of connects us to our higher selves, to the universe, God, you know, spirit, source, whatever it is that you like to think of it. And so you can even see sort of what types of things might improve my connection, help me to improve my connection to God or to source. And so I like to keep these separate for their own kind of little reading. So you get a lot in the Seeds of Shakti Oracle, and there's a lot of opportunities to pull things out, to work on things, and as well as if you like to do devotion or meditation, or you like to work with Ascended Masters, there are quite a few Ascended Masters in here as well. Shiva, Shakti, and Lakshmi's in here. Hanuman, Ganesha, who I love, is in here. Kali, Lakshmi. So, the Buddha. Anyway, so that's it. The Messenger Oracle, my own little homemade Chakra Oracle, and the Seeds of Shakti. So, thanks for watching.